Okay, so let's finish up our notes here and get to the final examples. All right, so the key idea is for multiplying property of equality. Remember we had a addition and subtraction property of equality. Now we have a multiplication property of equality. So you need to write in the words, and what this means in this property is that you, of course, need to multiply both sides of an equation by the same thing, or using that balance idea again, in order to keep the equation equal or to make an equivalent equation. So multiply both sides of an equation by the same number to create an equivalent equation. So what does the algebra look like for that? The algebra for this says that if A and B are equal, okay, and they would be if there's an equal sign in the middle, then A times another number, C, is equal to B times that same number, C. Okay? And I'm not even going to do any problems with you here, other than to tell you that whatever you do to one side of an equation, you need to do the other side of the equation when you're multiplying. Next, and stop the video if you need to take those notes. You do need to take those notes. Stop the video. Next, the division property of equality. Again, same concept. What you do to one side of an equation, you need to do the other. So if you're dividing one side of an equation by a number, you need to divide the other side of the equation by the same number. Dividing an equation on both sides by the same number produces an equivalent equation. Keep the balance. The algebra for this particular property would be if A and B are equal, then if you divide A by another number and you divide B by that same number, then you would still have an equality. It would still make an equivalent fraction. The only thing that's different about this particular property is that C, in this case, the other number that you divide by, cannot be 0. If you had a calculator right now and you took a number and you divided it by 0, it would either tell you it's an error or it would say it's undefined, because you cannot divide by 0. It doesn't make sense. So that's why in this particular case, you cannot divide by 0, but you can divide by any other number, and you would have to do the same thing to both sides of the equation. So you can stop here and write down that property.